Hello, and how are you? Hey, friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. That's right, my hometown, St. Charles, Missouri. All right, hey, today's Wednesday, October the 27th, 2021. Got a happy birthday shout out going out to Jerry Peppers. Grew up with him, my next door neighbor. Kaitlyn Marie Hodgson. Mary Seube, went to school with Mary. Yes, sirree. And Marty Wilkie. Boy, I'll tell you what, Marty Wilkie and me used to pal around for, I don't know, countless years. We was best buds. We went to tech school together and learned some audio mechanics. Marty, of course, was better suited for auto body work because, well, he had that style and skill that just wouldn't let up. You know what I'm saying? But here we go. Hey, here's birthday song for all of yous. All right. Hey, Jerry. Hey, Kaitlyn. Hey, Marty. Hey, Mary. Hey, Lord, it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, I'ma say. You know, you're 1 year older today, so happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, Marty. Hey, Mary. Hey, Kaitlyn. Hey, Jerry. Hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Why, that's another trip around the sun that you made. I hope you're enjoying your special day. Because, well, it's your happy birthday today. Oh, well, it's sure a happy birthday today. All right. Hey, Jerry. I heard that it's your birthday and things been going kind of on the lackey side for you. I'm praying that things get better for you. Don't you know? Every day. Mary, hey, I know I have seen you a long bit ago. Me and my ex-wife were going to buy a car from you and your hubby. And, well, didn't go through that well. But, hey, I appreciate the offer and everything. It was a grand offer. And then out there to Kaitlyn. Yeah, you know, I'm just a Facebook friend. We probably know each other quite well from school, but as far as placing you right now off the top of my head, it's one of them things. I'm getting old, you know. I turned 65 a couple of days ago. As a matter of fact, two days ago. Yeah, well, I can't even do math. I'm so old, I don't even know how to do math no more. Oh, yes, I know my math. Anyway, here we go. We got birthday shout-outs taken care of. How about some Shen Show likes? You know, there are those folks that like the Shen Show. There are those folks that just indulge in the Shen Show. That would be Craig Wyant. He just does it for a time clock to get in between watching me and coming out for lunch. Aren't you, Craig? Yeah, I know it. I know you're sitting there saying, don't be bad-mouthing me. I'm cool. I know you are, because you're a Navy buddy of mine, and, well, that's just the way things are. We can say what we want about each other, but we know that in the end, I got your back and you got mine. All right, anyway, here we go. We got Shen Show likes. How about Jamie O'Driscoll, Doug Bell, a.k.a. Steve Clary, Leony, Pedraza, Fernandez, Whitney Doe, Martin Kelly, a.k.a. Smiley, Kelly Barton, Carole, Donovan, Mary Ann Williams Briscoe, a.k.a. Mom, and Joyce and Ernie Hale, Kimberly Ann, and, hey, what's she on there twice for? Jamie O'Driscoll gets double calling. We're going to take that one back out. But that's all right. You won't know that it was there in the first place because, well, I'm going to remove it, and you'll be none the wiser. Anyway, and then there's my Pokey pal, Amanda S. Little. That's right, she's my Pokey pal. Alrighty then, hey, that's all the Shen Show shout-outs and likes. It's a balmy 75 degrees outside tonight, right now. But we're going to be changing that up here shortly, and we're going to give you a weather forecast. And that weather forecast is going to come to you by Refreshing Word Fellowship Christian Church. That's right, Refreshing Word Fellowship Church is a non-denominational Christian church located at 2054 Campus Drive in St. Charles, Missouri. 63301. Pastored by Pastor, that's ordained Pastor John Schumer. Alrighty then. Refreshing Word Fellowship Church has 2 time frames to you to show up at the door. How about at 11 a.m. on Sundays for our Sunday services, and then on Thursdays from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. for an hour of power prayer. That's right. Come on over to Refreshing Word Fellowship Church in St. Charles, Missouri. Alrighty then. Here's that weather. 75 out there right now. Rain showers early will envelop into more steady rain overnight. Low temperatures of 48 degrees Fahrenheit with winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chances of rain 100%. Rainfall near a half inch. Now it's up to a half inch. It was a quarter inch, but now it's a half inch. So that means a half inch gets to stay in the sky, and we get to envelop another a half inch on the ground. Alrighty then, for tomorrow, Thursday, October the 28th, cloudy with periods of light rain. High temperatures around 58 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds east to northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain 70%. Rain likely with low temperatures near 50 degrees Fahrenheit overnight with winds north to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain 80%. Rainfall near a quarter of an inch. And then for Friday, October the 29th, cloudy skies with some light rain is likely. High temperatures around 55 degrees Fahrenheit, winds north to northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chances of rain 70%. Rain showers early with overcast skies late at night. Low temperatures around 49 degrees Fahrenheit, winds north to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain 60%. And then for Saturday, October the 30th, cloudy skies early will be becoming partly cloudy later on in the day. High temperatures of 57 degrees Fahrenheit with winds north to northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies with low temperatures around 45 degrees Fahrenheit, winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then Sunday, October the 30th, except for a few afternoon clouds, mainly sunny. High temperatures of 61 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Clear to partly cloudy skies overnight with low temperatures around 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds north to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. So, we're looking at a fairly nice night for the kids to trick-or-treat on. If you go out for that sort of thing. As a Christian, I shouldn't do anything about that their pagan holiday, but as an old-time trick-or-treater, when I was a kid, that was our cash in. At the beginning of that was our candy supply for the whole year. Was Halloween. You go out trick-or-treating on Halloween, you got pillowcases full of stuff. I'm talking everything. One year I even got a beer. That was down there in the apartments, the Parkcrest apartments. Some guys were sitting out there drinking beers, and they were like, "Oh, you want one?" It was like, hey, I'm good for that. So anyway, I don't remember what I was, 12 years old or something, but who knows? Anyway, Monday, September. That'd be September the 1st. Mostly cloudy skies with high temperatures of 53 degrees Fahrenheit, winds north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then cloudy skies with showers later on at night. Low temperatures of 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds light and variable. Chances of rain 40%. And that, my friends, concludes our 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. Alright, well, alrighty then. Hey, it looks like we've got some upcoming events. And our upcoming events are going to be brought us to you by Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie. And that would be that same Jamie O'Driscoll that was in the other pre-mentioned Friends of the Shen Show. and the likes and dislikes and all that yak. All right. Well, anyway, seasonal wreaths by Jamie is the one call for it all. Decorations. That's right. If you've got holiday spheres planned and you need some decorations, well, you just peruse Jamie's Facebook page over there at Seasonal Wreath by Jamie and check out her past products and her future products. She's got all kinds of cool stuff. Go check it out. Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie. All right, here we go. Here we go. We got Tricks or Treats on Main Street, October the 31st. That's right, from 3 to 5 p.m. Bring your 12 and under ghosts and goblins down to Main Street Historical District and pick up your candy for the kids. That's right, trick or treat. And a mask helps. I'm talking about a Halloween mask. Don't have to use the other mask because, well, hey, this is a mask-free zone, don't you know? Just come on in and get yourself all set up for Christmas, for Halloween. All right. Now I'm going to bring up something that I wrote today because I'm getting a little perturbed about this things that are going on in this country, and so here we go. Wake up. Start notepad. One man's opinion. October 27, 2021. Just go to sleep. Sorry, it was titled Just One Man's Opinion. Anyway, it goes, friends, I don't know about you, but I'm seeing a trend that is starting to occur with this administration, or at least the lowercase president, executive in charge, Senator Biden. He is arbitrarily breaking the laws right and left by mandating things that he has no business mandating. And yet, I have not seen and or heard of one impeachment notice for him. Now, had that been the previous president, he would have opened his mouth and had 4 impeachment trials already started on him. So, what's going on here with that? And then we are letting this president mandate us right into the poorhouse. Not only that, but submission to his whim. If we were to stop all his mandates and get all his COVID mandates or whatever and get our country back on track, we would not be in the financial situation that we are right now. The people of the United States seem to think that anything he says is okay to do, regardless of whether it breaks a constitutional law or not. COVID-19, for instance. COVID-19 is 99.94% survivable with or without the vaccine. And yet, he has arbitrarily mandated that it should be taken by everyone in the United States to keep your business doors open. And not only that, it's an experimental drug. Yes, the previous party that was in office rushed it to get it out into the hands of the medical field. But yes, it is experimental. It has never been tested on animals. It's being human tested. And so therefore, folks, there are side effects. Believe you me, there are side effects. So just remember that. It is an experimental drug, and they're forcing you to be injected with it. Now, we have shut down our country for a 0.06% death rate. 0.06%. That is less than 1%, people. Less than 1% of the population dies from this virus. So, yes, of course you're scared. You are afraid. But this is what you're being indoctrinated by the media. That's right. Every media channel out there, except maybe, I don't know, Fox and USA channel and a few others. There's a few of them that are not throwing scare tactics of the virus is going to kill you, get the vax, get the vax, get the vax. I myself have had COVID already, so therefore I am immune to it. I've already got the antibodies in my system. I do not need a vaccination for it. But, that being said, they want me to get the vaccination anyway. Now, I'll tell you this much, folks. You have a 90, the percentage that I was talking about, the 99.94% chance of survival, that includes those people that get the COVID and don't even know they got it, or never even get it. Okay? But those that do get it and that are infected by it have a 95.6% chance of surviving the COVID. And so that still leaves the people that do get it, their percentage rate of as 3% of the people that get infected with it die from it. 3%. But that's still not including the people that don't even get it at all, which leaves you with 0.06%. So anyway, that being said, I digress. I got off track again. Anyway, so what I was getting ready to say is, if you are have we treated this virus? There we go. Have we treated this virus like any other flu epidemic and or cold? We would have had herd immunity sometime last year. Because if you treat this virus like any other virus that comes to bank here in the United States, you yourself get sick. What do? Well, you stay home from school, you stay home from work, you take your time off, you get either workman's comp for being sick or workman's sick pay or whatever it is that gets you there, but you stay home. You don't close down the factory and make everybody else stay home. You yourself stay home. And, by the way, an elbow bump is the stupidest thing in the world. And the only reason I'm saying that is because, where do you sneeze? Oh, in your elbow? Like so? Oh, well, we've been trained to do that for years, and then we bump our elbow with somebody because that's the way you shake hands these days. No sirree, Bob. You don't. You shake hands by shaking hands. Not worrying about no elbow bump, because that's where your germs are at. You just sneezed them in there. Whatever. That's beside the point. Where are we at again? How to avoid overexposure. Yes, that's right. Last year the death rate would have we would have had herd immunity by last year, and the death rate would still have been 0.06. That's 0.06% less, because we know how to avoid overexposure without closing down the country or the world. If you're sick, you stay at home. Don't make everybody else stay home. You don't feel like going to work anyway, so call in sick that day, or however many days it takes. Now, but don't make everybody else stay home from work and get paid for it. That's right. That's another thing that's going on. We keep getting these COVID relief program money from COVID relief. Yeah, well, that money's coming from somewhere, and you can't just print money. I don't care who you are. It just doesn't work that way. And so you think it's going to come out of somebody's pocket? Yeah, yours. In the long run, it's going to end up coming out of your pocket one way or another. Okay? Now, look at our economy now. We are in one of the worst depressions we have been in a long time. That's right. Let's look at it this way, okay? Where'd it go? Okay, we have been in a long time. Now, gasoline prices are back up to Go to sleep. Gasoline prices are back up to $3 a gallon. Okay, now let's take a look at this, just a little math. Okay, not to mention the cost of food and or business, and the truck drivers can't afford to drive their big rigs down the road because of the fuel prices. But anyway, let's take a look at this. Okay, if a gallon of gas costs you $3, okay, now consider this. You work 20 miles away from your home. Your car gets 18 miles to the gallon. Okay, you make $9 an hour. Okay, the ride to work costs you $3. The ride home from work costs you $3. How much did you make that first hour of work? $3. $3 for your first hour of work just to get to and from work that day. Not good. All right, and then the shortage of products because of a mandate trying to inoculate working class citizens who do not see a reason to be inoculated for something that has less than a 0.06% chance of killing them. You see, folks, this is less than 1%, and it's even less than that. It's not even 1%, it's less than that. So just remember, what you do and what you let people tell you to do is a reflection of how you are going to live your life. You know, you just let people walk all over you, they'll walk all over you. That's the way it is. I'm serious. All right, I got a little bit of songs coming out for you. Here you go. Hear that lonesome whippoorwill. He sounds too blue to fly. The midnight train is whining low. I'm so lonesome I could cry. I've never seen a night so long when time goes crawling by. The moon just went behind the clouds to hide its face and cry. No. Did you ever see a robin weep when leaves begin to die? That means he's lost the will to live. I'm so lonesome I could cry. The silence of a falling star lights up a purple sky. And as I wonder just where you are, I'm so lonesome I could cry. All right, that there was a little bit of Hank Williams Sr. for you. Alrighty, let's see what else we can pull up here. Got another one there. Oh, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch. A long, lonely time, and time goes by so slowly. And time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love. I need your love. Godspeed,
your love to me, Lovely rivers flow to the sea, to the open arms of the sea. Lonely rivers sigh, wait for me, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me. Whoa, my love, my darling, I hunger for your touch. And lonely time, and time goes by so slowly, and time can do so much. Are you still mine? I need your love, I need your love. Godspeed your love to me. Godspeed your love to me.
Alrighty then. Now it looks like it's story time with TV Grandpa. That's right. Come on in, kids. It's time for TV Grandpa to talk to you and get you a little bit of story time and lap time with Grandpa. That's right. That'd be my kids, Leroy and Oliver and Willow. Those are mine. Those are my grandkids. And then there's some extra kids out there, Zoe and TJ, and those kids are out there also that listen in. I wished I had a list of kids so that I could look through my looking glass and say, and I see Zoe, and I see, just like the good old days. Remember the good old days? Romper room. Okay, here we go. A boy made of wood. Pinocchio is the name of this story. Long ago in Italy, there lived an old clockmaker named Geppetto. Tick-tock, 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 went all the clocks in his little workshop. Well, when he worked, Geppetto felt happy, but when he rested, a sad feeling came over him. He would always think, all my life, and no child to call my own. So one day, Geppetto carved a puppet from the wood in the shape of a boy. Well, he made the arms and the legs of the puppet so that they could move. And he cut and sewed a nice outfit for it as if it were a real boy. I will call you Pinocchio, said Geppetto. And that night, Geppetto lay the wooden puppet down onto the bed. Well, from out of the window, a big star twinkling bright. Geppetto looked out the window to the twinkling star. Bright star, said Geppetto, if I could make one wish, I wish for a real boy of my own. But, of course, he knew that was not possible. But that night, the same big star swooshed right into Geppetto's room, and it changed into a blue fairy. Well, the blue fairy flew over to the bed in the little wooden puppet, and said, the blue fairy, in the morning you will be able to walk and talk like a real boy. She tapped the puppet 3 times on with her wand. And if someday you can prove that you are brave and true, you may become a real boy. Well, Pinocchio's eyes opened. And one more thing, said the blue fairy suddenly, and a cricket appeared. He was dressed mighty fine and could talk. Meet the cricket, said the blue fairy. He will stay with you to help you make wise choices. Jiminy Cricket is my name, Jiminy Cricket. Chirpy, chirpy, chirp.
If you wish upon a star, Makes no difference who you are, puppet strings or other stars. Things can come true if you wish upon a star.
And with that the blue fairy went swoosh, and was gone out of the window, up into the night sky. When Geppetto woke up the next morning, he said, "I will go and take my puppet out of bed." But the bed was empty. "Here I am, father," said Pinocchio from the other side of the room. Geppetto swung around. "What? You can talk?" "Yep, I am Pinocchio, your boy." "How can this be?" said Geppetto in shock. Then he said, "But who cares?" He rushed over and swept the wooden puppet into his arms. "Pinocchio, my son," he said in great happiness, "off to school." And one day Pinocchio said, "I want to go to school, and like other boys." "Well, of course," said Geppetto, but he did not have the money to buy school books. Later that day, Geppetto came back home with school books. "Now you can go to school," he said. "But, father, where is your warm coat?" Well, with a wave of his hands, Geppetto said, "No need to worry about that. What matters is that you will go to school tomorrow." He did not want Pinocchio to know that he had traded his warm coat to buy the school books. The next morning, Pinocchio said goodbye to Geppetto, and he skipped along the path to school, humming as he went, and the cricket rode on his shoulder, happy too. Coming up to them on the path was a fox and a cat. And where are you going on this fine day?" said the fox. "I am going to school," said Pinocchio. "Well, out on such a fine day as this?" said the fox. It is too nice to be stuck inside school. You should come with us to the fair." "Listen to me," said the fox, and he put his arm around Pinocchio's shoulder. "Anything you need to know, you can learn at the fair." "Really?" said Pinocchio. "Take it from me," said the fox. "Pinocchio," said the cricket, "he does not know what he is talking about." Well, the fox covered the cricket with his hat, and no one could hear that little fellow as the cricket tried to call out, "Pinocchio, do not listen to him." "Oh, well, okay," said Pinocchio, "let's go to the fair." And off they went to the fair. Now, when the fair, what a fair it was. By the gate was a man dressed in white, and he called out, "Oh, by the way, Craig, what does that say there? 33 minutes? I think it's 33 minutes. You better head in for work." "All right, sorry, didn't mean to. I didn't catch time, or it might because of the commentary. It went a little over. Okay, all right. Anyway, yeah, 33 minutes, Craig. So you better head off to work. Check you later, buddy." Aye, mate." All right, there we go. And what a fair it was! By the gate was a man dressed in white. He called out, come in, right this way. Get your tickets here." With a sad look, Pinocchio said to the fox and the cat, "I do not have any tickets." A man was selling old things at a table near the gate, and he called, "Hey, you, sell me those new school books of yours. That is what you can get money for tickets. That way you can get money for tickets." Well, the fair was so bright and colorful and exciting that the next thing Pinocchio knew, he had sold his school books for tickets. "No, Pinocchio, stop," called the cricket, who finally got out from under the fox's hat. But Pinocchio, the fox, and the cat did not hear him. They were already inside the fair. Well, the man who ran the fair. On the stage was a puppet show. I am not a puppet. I am a puppet too, said Pinocchio. I can dance like that. And he jumped right into the stage and started to dance with the other puppets. Look at that new puppet, someone called. It has no strings. Oh, I have no strings to hold me down. I can do whatever I want. I'm a clown, I am a clown. I have no strings to hold me down. So anyway, no strings, said another. Amazing. And everyone laughed and laughed. They threw coins on the stage. Well, the man who ran the fair saw the coins fly onto the stage. Well, now, he said, rubbing his chin, this puppet with no strings will make me rich. And the next thing Pinocchio knew, he was picked up and thrown in a bird cage. In the next moment, the door was locked shut. Hey, get me out of here, called Pinocchio, but the person who had thrown him in just left the room. Only the cricket heard Pinocchio's calls, and the cricket ran back and forth in and out of the bird cage, trying to find a way to free the lock, but he could not unlock it. I'm stuck, cried Pinocchio. How did this happen to me? Well, all of a sudden, poof, there was the blue fairy. Please, said Pinocchio, can you help me? Tell me something first, said the blue fairy. How did you get inside that cage? Tell her what happened, said the cricket. Could he really tell the blue fairy what had happened? What would she think of him? I was robbed, said Pinocchio. Is that right? Said the blue fairy, with a frown. Pinocchio's nose began to grow. Yes, robbed, said Pinocchio. But by 2 men, and no, 4 men. The nose grew more. They took my boots. They took my books, and they made me come here. Yeah, and they threw me into this cage. And his nose grew longer and longer until Pinocchio could see nothing in front of him but his big, giant nose. Why is my nose so big? Pinocchio cried out. Pinocchio, she said to Blue Fairy in a stern voice, you must know what the truth really is. I guess so, said Pinocchio. I wanted to come to the fair. I came here with a fox and the cat. The nose grew shorter. I had to sell my books to get some tickets. And had to, said the Blue Fairy. Well, I decided to sell my books to get tickets, he said, and the nose got shorter. And then someone put me in this cage, he said. The nose was back to normal. Good job, Pinocchio, said the cricket. Well done, said the Blue Fairy. Now I will get you out of here. And with a wave of her wand, Pinocchio was out of the cage. Here are your books. And Pinocchio was holding the same new school books in his hands again. Know this, said the Blue Fairy. You are on your own from now on. Make sure you do the right thing next time. And and she was gone. Pinocchio was back on the road to school. A coachman drove up. Hey, kid, how about a ride? No, thank you, said Pinocchio. I am going to school. You will ride faster with me, said the coachman to Pinocchio. He said to himself, he will ride faster, all right, but not to where he thinks he is going. All right, said Pinocchio. I want to get to school right away. When Pinocchio was inside the coach, the coachman said, Say, kid, why do you think boys like you go to school? To learn things, said Pinocchio. And to grow up, I guess, so we can do what we want. "Well," said the coachman, "what if I told you that could do? What if I told you that could do what you wanted right away? That you could do what you wanted right away." It was missing words. Sorry. Yep. Think of it. Skip the books, skip the school, and right now, how would you like to have all the candy you can eat? All the candy? Asked Pinocchio. Yep, the ice cream too. Of every flavor. Ever wanted to smoke a cigar or play pool? All this and more at Pleasure Island. Pleasure Island? Best place in the world for boys like you. Don't listen to him, Pinocchio, shouted the cricket. Why wait, said the coachman. I know just where Pleasure Island is. This is your lucky day, kid. So, what will you say? Let's go, said Pinocchio. I'm going to Pleasure Island. Aha, sighed the cricket. Ugh, sighed the cricket, waving his arms in the air. Pleasure Island. Well, after a while, the coach stopped. You got a boy with you in that coach? Said a dark, stranger to the coachman. Yep, the coachman grabbed Pinocchio and threw him down onto the ground. He's all yours. Now pay up. The coachman reached out for something. Was it money from the dark stranger? Then the coachman drove off. What could it all mean? But as Pinocchio looked around, he no longer cared, for everything that the coachman had told him was true. Heaps of candy all about, tubs of ice cream in every flavor. Boys like him could eat and play all day. None of them had to work or clean up. There were even cigars, if you wanted one, and pool tables to play. But after a few days, something was odd. Where did the boys go? He asked the cricket. All I see now are donkeys, said Pinocchio. I must say, there used to be more boys around here, said the cricket. Just then, one of his ears popped into a donkey's ear. Then his other ear popped into a donkey's ear, too. Ho! Cried the cricket. What is happening to you? I don't know. Honk! Said Pinocchio. Yeah. Pinocchio and the cricket saw a line of donkeys led by a dark stranger unto a truck. Oh no, said the cricket. Now I get it. Boys get turned into donkeys here. Then the donkeys are sold. Pinocchio was... We have to get you out of here, fast, while we still can. Well, let's go, said Pinocchio, and his 2 feet had popped into 4. Run quick, said the cricket. One good thing about Pinocchio's new 4 legs is he could run very fast. Quick, quick, they ran out of Pleasure Island. Soon they were at a dock by the ocean. Please, sir, Pinocchio called out to a man by the dock. I am looking for an old man named Geppetto. Do you know him? Well, sounds like you are getting a bad cold, said the man. Geppetto. That's the old man whose son left one morning and did not come back. He went out on a boat to look for him. No one has seen the poor fellow since. Oh, no, this is all my fault, said Pinocchio. I must look for my father. Pinocchio jumped off of the dock into the ocean, and the cricket jumped in too, close behind. Most of Pinocchio was still made of wood, so he could float on the ocean. Father, he called out, paddling the water with his arms. Father! But there was no answer, and all Pinocchio could see around him was blue water everywhere, until What was that? Far away, something was rushing up, something big and very fast. In a moment, a giant whale was upon them. It opened its giant jaws and, with one gulp, swallowed Pinocchio, rushing inside with all the sea water, tumbled on Pinocchio and the cricket. When they came to a stop, they saw that they were in the dark belly of the whale. "Well, are you okay?" said Pinocchio to the cricket. "I am fine," said a voice of an old man. "Wait a minute," said Pinocchio. "Father, is that you?" There was Geppetto. "Father, father, it's me," said Pinocchio. "My son," said Geppetto. "I thought I was dreaming. I hugged you." They hugged in joy. "Look," said Geppetto, as 3 fish swam by. "There goes our dinner. Father, I have an idea. Let's make a fire. Grill fish tonight," said Geppetto. "No, I mean for us to get out," said Pinocchio. He gathered driftwood and got a flame going. "This is how we can make the whale sneeze," he said. Pinocchio waved his arms over the flames to make a lot of smoke. Soon clouds of black smoke were rising up. The whale gave a cough. "Hang on," said Pinocchio, and then wham! In one big sneeze, Pinocchio, Geppetto, and the cricket flew out of the whale's mouth, rolling over and over in the sea water. At last they rolled up onto the shore. Pinocchio, Geppetto, rose to his feet, the cricket was there beside him. But where was Pinocchio? And then they found him. Pinocchio was face down, his head in a puddle. "Pinocchio!" They were too late. Geppetto and the cricket wept over Pinocchio, the boy puppet, who lay still in the water. Then, in a flash, who was there but the blue fairy? "Pinocchio," she said, "you saved your father. You proved that you are both brave and true." She tapped his head with her wand. "And now you will be a real boy." Pinocchio woke up. He looked at his soft arms and soft legs. "Father," he cried out, "look, I am a real boy." "That you are," cried Geppetto, and the blue fairy turned to the cricket. "Come," she said. In a flash the two of them were gone, and they lived happily merry, long lives together. And that, my friends, is the end. That was Geppetto and the Pinocchio, the puppet. Okay, kids, that's it for the TV Grandpa. And now we're going to go ahead and do the Daily Bread portion of the program. Daily Bread portion of the program is brought to you today by The Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Do not forget to read the Bible, to join in with the Bible with Briscoe 2021 for your daily reading of the Bible. Today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2021 will be Jeremiah 12 through 14 and 2 Timothy 1. So, again, don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe for your daily reading of the Bible. Okay, let's see. Today's devotion in the Daily Bread portion of the program is A Purpose in Suffering. I am angry with you, your two friends, because you have not spoken the truth about me, as my servant Job has. Aha! Sounds like Job. That's one of my best favorite stories in the book. In the good book, in the book of God, the Bible, every word in it is truth. And glory to it. Anyway, Job 42, 1 through 9. And here we go. Then Job replied to the Lord, "I know that you can do all things. No purpose of yours can be thwarted. You asked, who is this obscure that obscures my plans without knowledge. Surely I spoke of things I did not understand, things too wonderful for me to know. You said, listen now, and I will speak. I will question you, and you shall answer me. My ears had heard of you, but now my eyes have seen you. Therefore I despise myself, and repent in dust and ashes. After the Lord had said these things to Job, he said to Eliphaz and Demetrius, I am angry with you and your 2 friends, because you have not spoken the truth about me, as my servant Job has. Now see, you take 7 bulls and 7 rams, and go to my servant Job, and sacrifice a burnt offering for yourselves, and my servant Job will pray for you, and I will accept his prayers, and not deal with you according to your folly. You have not spoken the truth about me, as my servant Job has. So Eliphaz and Timonitis builded Bildad the Shizulite, and Zophar the Namathite did what the Lord told them, and the Lord accepted Job's prayers. Alrighty, hey, that was Job 42, 1 through 9. And that is the Daily Bread portion of the program, and the Daily Bread portion of the program today was brought to you by The Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. So don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2021 for your daily reading of the Bible. Alright, hey my friends, that's it. That's a Shen Show in the nutshell. Got one more song for you, and it goes something like this. Well, goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends, goodbye. I said goodbye, my friends, goodbye. This here has been Shen, a.k.a. Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show, and as always, God loves you and so do I. So come back and see me tomorrow, because, well, I'll be here, and I hope that you are too.